million, much more than a donor could provide. The ag example is even bigger. We'll let Paul and Robert talk about that. But in our case, our intervention was paid for by the oil and gas companies. Historically, sometimes it was paid for by USAID. And the more the donors can work with the private sector to understand where they're going and time those interventions, be it for training, be it to build that last mile of road so you can really aggregate lots of smallholding farmers. You can build that small facility that a big business isn't going to build. It's not in their job description, but they'll take full advantage of it if it's there. Again, working with the donor community, private sector, creating timed, targeted interventions could change, I think, the face of development and maximize its impact. We also talk here about the need not only to build up the big businesses doing this, but many more of the medium-sized corporations. That's really where victory is going to come, is when this is just the way of doing business. And it's also true that it's still relatively rare that big domestic companies, you know, there are some large domestic companies operating, for example, in Africa. They don't usually have local content policies. So we want to make sure that we see expansion not just into more countries, not just with more donors, but with more medium-sized businesses. Rather than keep rolling on, why don't we pass this on to Chevron?
Yeah. Hamish, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Michael. I was happy to see your case study about the Spear Group in South Africa. I know you didn't touch on that, but I can attest they do have really, really good wines. So if ever you're in Cape Town, try the Spear Group. So my background is really from the business side of things, so predictably there will be kind of a business slant to many of the comments that I make, but I'm very passionate about development as well. I come from Africa. I've worked in Africa for many years. The angle that I'm coming from is really corporate social responsibility with a specific focus on social investment and how, you know, one can use strategic social investment to enhance the economic footprint of the company, but also help the business achieve its goals around local content. I think local content